Look what we got here. Final poster. Oh, weird. It is that. I didn't know that. We're heading to our breakfast meeting.
Business meeting is done with. We talked about some future plans, birthday stuff,
Computer schedule,
travel plans, made some decisions about friendships and visiting some people.
figured out when to talk to kids about things that came up.
These business meetings are so important primarily because we believe that the most important things that happen with family don't happen accidentally or randomly. They happen just like everything else in our life that happens successfully. In business and organizations, you have to like plan and organize them.
When I was a little girl, probably about 10 or 12 years old, I can remember walking up the street to my house, and I would imagine that there was a camera on me, but you can't really see it. It was kind of like this invisible camera, and I would imagine that I was in a video and all these people are watching me, so like every move that I make is being filmed. And I just remember acting. So it's crazy, maybe it's not crazy, that this is my life. And I've seen this vlog as more Ben's gifting. And granted, I probably wouldn't have a vlog if it was just up to me. But now I'm realizing maybe I was like made for this or something.
You're a fucking movie star.
Yeah.
The one my heart has gone to may not want to wait.
My third and final poster for our workout. Ooh. Wah, 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 wah. I'm warning you, or I'm gonna give you a hint. This poster has got some girl power in it. Oh, weird, it is that. I didn't know this poster was gonna be like this kind of material. This is kind of funny. Train insane or remain the same.
What is this?
It's my version of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but girl version.
Are you kidding me?
No.
This is not a cat poster. That is so weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know.
So if it was a guy doing that?
No, I wouldn't want a guy with big old muscles either. That'd be weird too.
Well, this is not. I just thought this would be inspiring, at least to me and Dove and maybe Eden.
Is that inspiring you?
Yeah.
More power to you then.
Well, I don't understand why she's got chains on her. But dude, look at these arms. I don't think I want my arms to be that big, but it's still inspiring. This was inspiring to me. Is this inspiring to you?
Train insane or remain the same. That doesn't rhyme, but yeah, I like the picture a lot. It looks like Amber.
All right. We dropped the ball on filming this whole afternoon for a number of reasons, but let's move on past that. This week is a really hectic week for our family. It all started in
2004.
Ooh, I would have said 2001. Cammie and I had 2 kids.
Oh yeah, technically I was pregnant with 7, our third.
And we lived in a 3-bedroom townhome that we had bought. And we had the Blockbuster Freedom Pass.
And the Blockbuster was right next door to our house.
Which meant that we could rent as many videos as we could get our hands on. So we were watching like 2 movies a day. And we came across this documentary series called New York something or other. It was like a PBS Rick Burns documentary series that was 8 DVDs long, 2 hours each. So 16 hours of...
We're like holding our hands the same, sorry.
Of history of New York. And we watched this thing and I loved it.
I loved it too.
I loved it so much I bought the soundtrack afterwards, which I felt kind of a nerd for buying a soundtrack to a documentary, but I still listen to it to this day.
The soundtrack was so good.
But back then, okay, so we're so young, but I had this idea, this dream, where I said someday I want to rent an apartment in New York for 3 months and take my kids there and watch this documentary series in New York and then go to all the places in the documentary. So like watch an episode one night and the next day go to all the places and just keep on doing that. And just like live in New York and ride the subway and take taxi cabs and eat pizza and get that feel for what that's like. Here we are 13 years later and that hasn't happened yet. And the 3-month gig will probably never happen, I'm starting to realize. Like life just, there's a lot of important things going on. It takes a lot for us to leave and cancel our life for 3 months. So we're like, we don't really want to leave for that amount of time for that reason. But finally, Cami and I are saying, if we don't do this now, we might never do this. So let's do it. So Monday, we're leaving. And I just booked a place for 12 days in New York. We're gonna check this thing off the bucket list. And you guys know I'm not like a huge bucket list guy. Usually I think bucket lists are just an excuse to overlook the important things in your life right now. But this thing has not gone away in 13 years. And I'm really excited. So we're packing, we're starting to plan like logistics of living in New York. Like I don't know where to stick our van for a week.
I've never been there, so I'm excited. I'm not really into crowds and big cities, but I am into history and I am excited to experience New York that way. And the good food.
So we've gone back and forth, like just from the vlog behind the scenes of like, oh, do we talk about this trip beforehand or do we just like drop the bomb on Monday when you guys see us getting in the van? But it's a lot of what we're thinking about right now and trying to prepare for. We're even gonna watch one of the episodes this week to kind of get ready for it.
I'm excited to watch them again. It's been so long. I was like 24 years old when we watched these and now I'm 37. And it's just like, really different.
I'm kind of nervous though that they'll like
not be as good as we remembered them.
That's like everything I watched back then.
I'm sure there will be a little bit of that, but I think these were really well done.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're really excited about this. So the vlogs in a week are gonna be filmed and edited and published from New York City. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys tomorrow.